to Bizchicks TV. We're here to help you take the hassle out of your hustle so you can build a profitable business that's fun to run. Here are your hosts.
Hey, everybody, welcome to Bizchicks TV. This is the place where you should be for tips, tools, and strategies, everything that you need to take the hassle out of your hustle so you can build a profitable business that's fun to run. Today is Tuesday. That means we have the digital diva, Terry Johnson, online all the way from New York City. She's right here, right now, and we're going to get this party started. So, welcome. Get a pen, get a paper, let's learn, and then let's do. TJ, take it away.
Well, I like that. Let's learn and let's do because we can talk about everything and we do every week, but we have to do. And I've said this before. I'm not the perfect one either. Going, oh yeah, I'm really following the rules and doing the things I'm needing to do. So we need to do. And this week we're going to talk about the what I call the real challenge. I was sitting on this one for a while. I had watched some videos and somebody said something and I wrote it and I had my assistant Jessica make me some notes and I went down the road and I said, oh, I kind of this is kind of what I want to talk about. So it's the real challenge, and I mean the real challenge with AI. And everybody knows that we AI, ChatGPT, da 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 da. There's like a million and one tools now. But I've been feeling like people online, and this is from me just seeing conversations and being on threads, and I love threads now. Threads is like, I mean, I always like threads, but threads is it's growing. It's getting its legs. It's like conversations are happening over there. Not a lot of video. There's some video, there's some graphics, but there's a lot of people asking questions and things going on in the comments. So there seems to be a thing where we're getting caught up with the tool itself and not what the real thing is we're doing online. And again, this is business owners, the influencers, they're going to do whatever they're going to do. But I mean business owners, because one, we don't have a lot of time to waste online. You got to make every moment count. I always tell you 15 minutes in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening. If you could do more, do more. But 15 minutes is good for you to get a feel, a handle on what's going on in your industry. Don't worry about what's going on in entertainment or other places, because that will drag you down the rabbit hole. And I said that. I go on Facebook and there's a post about this, that, and the other. I'm like, oh, I can't. So there's so many tools, and how do we keep up with them? Because there's so many great ones. I heard a good one today called Is it Poppy AI? I have to look at that. I think it's Poppy, POPPYAI. And I was looking at that, and the person that I saw the video that was, doing the demo was like throwing in video, throwing in their own content, throwing in, and it was like a mind map software. But you just put all that stuff in and then you put the prompt. Basically, like if you've used Notebook, LM from Google, it's kind of like that, where you put your content in, and then it's a little private area where you get to chat with the content that you put in, not just everything. You're like, well, okay, here's a case study, here's my blog post, here's my book, here's my whatever, in my voice, and then you get to play around with it in this little sandbox, which is why I like it. But this new tool, I was like, oh, let me investigate that. But what I'm saying is there's so many tools. I don't want to get caught up in the tool itself. I want to do this and I want to do this. So the real challenge isn't AI tools, is whether your message matters to the person reading, watching, or listening.
No, the cookies got to taste good, TJ.
Cookies got to taste good. I feel like this thing is running away with the latest and the greatest. Use this, use that, use this, use that. Oh, I use Claude. I use this. I really don't care what AI tool you use. Use one, but don't forget the message is what I just said. I'm gonna read it again. It's not AI using AI tools. It's whether your message matters to the person reading, watching, or listening. And why is that? Because you can use AI to make all kind of things now. We showed that on Friday. I talked about it on Friday in Canva. I was like, I typed in something and I had a form.
Yeah, that part right there. I gotta go back and watch that for myself.
I gotta
Anyway,
get that and share it because I was just we were real quick with it, but
but
that's
that's the thing. I was like, hold on, what? Do you realize how much time you have just saved a lot of people if they implement what you just did?
did
I
what
learn and do, people. Okay. Uh, so I just heard, does your message matter?
that's it. And we've talked about that before. But I feel like we're getting away from it because we're so AI focused, AI first world, AI content. They're trying to figure out SEO now. They're calling it GEO AI. That the SEO group that I found on LinkedIn, they're having an argument about what to call it. And somebody came in and said, I don't care what you call it, you're gonna have to figure out the strategy from here on out. And you don't throw away the old SEO stuff. You're gonna have to layer it and put the AI stuff on top of it or integrate it and then go from there. But the thing about the AI tools is that it's like I see it as an octopus. There's so many arms, there's so many things, there's so many paths, there's so many ways you can go. And I don't want people to get into the they follow this person or that person, or the way that this person shows you is the only way. I'm saying it's not the only way.
It
Not
is not.
they might demo the mechanics of it. Excuse me, the mechanics of it, but I don't want people to rely on, well, I must follow this person or do it the way they said. And basically the way the tool is you get in there, you just talk to it. And speaking of the person that showed me the poppy and I gotta go finish watching the video. They were just the poppy has a voice. She said the best way to do it was just to talk to it. And she said, "Hey, I'm a founder, and I da 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 da." And and then she sped up the video, but she was da 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 da. And the poppy took the audio, which this is what I want to say about the poppy. And I want you to go and do that. I'm just saying that I can take that to ChatGPT or whatever tool I like, and I can give it the voice. I can have the conversation
Right.
and put in, this is my here's a file with all my last 5-10 blog posts. Here's a file with my whatever. I can put that in a tool of my choice and use that. I just talked about Notebook. I could use Notebook. I could use Gemini. I could use Claude. They all take files. So basically what I'm saying is that I don't have to jump on this new Poppy, which I probably will not, but I want to look at it.
So what I hear is, because you've talked about this before and we've talked about it on Bizchicks, the best tool is the one that you use.
Yes.
So whether you're Android or Apple, whichever works, whichever floats your boat, whatever tool works for you and you're going to use it, that's the one.
Yes.
Uh, I agree. There are Claude perplexities, so and so and so and so and so and so. You don't have to get caught up. TJ is saying you don't have to get caught up in all of that. Remember, does your message matter? It's
Yeah.
not about that. Oh wait, what brand of Phillips screwdriver are you using?
Doesn't matter. Get one from the 99-cent store. I need a screwdriver. Go to. Do you just need the tool? You need a hammer. It doesn't have to be a Stanley hammer or this hammer or that. Unless you're one of those people, you're a contractor and you like, well, I like the way that they make this hammer because it fits my hand. But that's because that it makes that person feel better about using the tool so they get more work done. So basically, that's what it is. The AI tool is for you to get more work done, not you must use Poppy, you must use Claude. So that was a conversation I saw on LinkedIn the other day. They were like, oh, somebody said they spoke about something and did something and they used an AI tool. So everybody in the comments was like, well, what tool was it? What they were so like rabid and frothing at the mouth to get at the tool. I was like, well, it's not the tool, guys. It's not the tool. The tool is the bridge, the highway. It's the messaging. You can use that tool, and if you don't make the right content for the right audience at the right time, it's gonna be like a lead balloon. Like it's just gonna drop out the sky and just hit somebody on the head, and they're gonna be like, "What's that?" and keep walking.
The right tool. I mean, the right message for the right people.
At the right time, and I forgot, in the right place. That's really what marketing is.
Right. And people, okay, so we go back to the word of mouth marketing.
Yes.
It is still, that is the only way you really are going to go viral. I'm using air quotes.
Yeah, viral.
Okay. Is word of mouth. Somebody told somebody. It wasn't.
Doesn't word of mouth work great in real estate? I mean,
Well,
that's it worked before.
it works probably better than anything else. Just because you see somebody sign on a bus bench, I'm not. Why would I call you off a bus bench?
That doesn't make me call. That's cool.
But if TJ told me, "Oh, call that girl. You'll see her phone number on the bus bench," then I'm going to call because
you're going to tell me why.
Yep.
They got me a good deal on my house, or they got my cousin, or my mother, my uncle, my friend, my coworker, whoever.
Their message mattered to their audience.
Mm-hmm.
And so TJ can now speak to that. That's social proof, some type of proof. Somebody need to say something nice about you.
Trust. All of that. But I feel like this starting to bubble on the surface, because I saw that conversation on LinkedIn, and I've seen some other things where the tool. I'm like, well, yes, the tool, but you could use any of them.
And okay, so correct me if I'm wrong. OpenAI put this tool out here, and everybody's kind of riding on the infrastructure that OpenAI created, right?
Yeah.
Okay, because I was like, but they just put their own little tweak.
Yeah, their little secret sauce. Here's the thing. Thinking about that, like fried chicken, you can make fried chicken. You can go to Popeyes, you can go to McDonald's, you can go to there's a new restaurant here, not new, black-owned restaurant for a while named Melba's, and she was in Harlem, but now I saw a post on social media that she's now in Grand Central Station. Like, she has a little satellite restaurant. And the influencer was like, "Oh, I got the chicken sandwich, and I got the greens, and I was like, get out of town. If I'm over there, I'm going to Melba's." Because I already know about Melba's, because Melba's was uptown. But it's you come in, you sit down, the waiter, and you wait, talking to. This is more of a going through Grand Central Station. It's commuters who need, fast food or lunch or whatever, but it's not really like McDonald's. It's like comfort food. And it's all the basic stuff, like the mac and cheese, the greens, the chicken sandwich, the chicken, and there was something else. And then the influencer was like, so I'm like, I gotta have that. I gotta go there and get that. So I was just like,
wait, but you didn't see a viral post. You didn't see any other things people. You didn't see everything else, people clamoring or whatever. You just saw the person say, "Oh, this is good."
Melba's is down in Grand Central State. Oh my goodness, she's expanding her reach. I mean, it's good to be in Harlem. That's the original spot, and everybody knows. And then she does a Sunday thing where everybody comes, and then we sit on. You can sit on the sidewalk of people. They close the street, people dance, and she films all that. Of people dancing and having a good time. Like, you want to come on down to Melba's because they're having a party on Sunday, every Sunday. Who doesn't want that? And I was thinking about chicken, because it was like, okay, Popeyes, they used to have the thing with the New Orleans band, and they were dancing, and everything was love that chicken from Pop. All the fun stuff about chicken, because it's chicken. I can make that in my house. But what if I don't want to?
Right.
Well,
So So the underlying ingredient for all of these establishments is chicken.
It's something you can make really easily, but it's something that people want if they're out and about, say in Midtown or Grand Central Station or wherever. There's the Melbas, and I know about Melbas because fill in the blank. And the tool that was used was like, it was a reel on Instagram, but it was just a person going, I went to Melba's and I got the lunch and I was like, oh, look at this chicken sandwich. And they were talking about it, and it was very appetizing. So it was just a reminder for me, because I was like, oh, I already know about Melba's. So if I'm in that town, and that,
but it wasn't Melba's talking about Melba's. It was a satisfied customer.
Yeah, because he bought the food. He was like, sat down.
But it was word of mouth, right? It was a word of mouth again. Melba's didn't even pay for that ad.
And what it is, there's a lot of food influencers in New York City. Plus, they come to New York. So now, because of that one influencer, that's going to have other influencers come who may not even be paid by Melba's. They're just like, well, I saw that. I need to make content. I'm a food person. I talk about food on TikTok or Instagram. Let me go to Melba's, the new little spot in Grand Central Station, because it's really fast. It's real quick. There's nobody lounging around. It's not a restaurant. I'm getting off the train. I need to go to work. I'm going home. Let me get something real quick and blah, 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 blah. So. But the chicken sandwich, I was like, well, I don't think she has that at the restaurant uptown. But that chicken sandwiches are popular, quick and easy.
And they're handy. And they're handy. When
it first came out, what happened?
Wasn't it the chicken wars?
People were fighting over chicken. They ran out of the chicken. They were letting only a few people in the restaurant at a time to get the chicken. People were outside waiting for the chicken, and did you try the chicken? It's the chicken. I remember that people went crazy. I was like, it's just chicken, but they did something with it, and it's good. So
yeah, so it was
now
it's a chicken sandwich with a couple of pickles and some mayo. Yeah. I was like, really?
Not too much. I mean, I don't know if they made like a mayo sriracha. You can make a little mayo sriracha sauce, or you can make it spicy or mild. There's different things, but it's chicken. I could go and get some chicken and I can fry my own chicken. But sometimes when you don't want that, take your pick of the chicken. So it's kind of like that with I'm saying, like with the content, like we got to make the content that people want. It's not the AI tool, it's you. And we always say, what with AI? It's the human input. It's what we're putting in. There's the idea of, and I see this a lot. Oh, people aren't thinking anymore.
Okay, y'all, you are, what is that? You are misinformed. Because there is no way that
make people stupid. Why?
No, if anything, you have to become a better communicator.
Yes, you have to precisely know what you want, or you have to figure it out, or you have to whittle it down with AI. But it's making people stupid. It's what it is cutting out. And I remember that, I forgot who it was that we had on that asked a question on the show a while back about making content, and they took forever. And I was like, no, you cannot take forever to make content. So AI allows us to make the content really quickly, so you can get it in and get it out.
And she wouldn't, she didn't have those tools that we have right now.
Right.
Literally, you can do posts in seconds. You have a content idea, you spit it into your favorite assistant, and they put it out. I did that while I was walking. I don't know, it was Monday, Sunday, somebody. Anyway, I was walking and I had this idea about rest. I was like, what's the difference between rest and sleep? And I'm like, okay, because I have been watching Star Trek, Voyager, and 7 of 9 had to regenerate. So I'm thinking, So what's the difference between regeneration and rest? And um, there's a difference between rest and sleep, a big difference. And
It is.
so, and I had, okay, so I just asked my assistant while I was walking, what's the difference between this, and this? And it spit out all of this stuff. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. And then I said, can you put that in a blog post for me, please? And oh, by the way, and when it read it back, I liked the way it was reading it back. I said, can you create an MP3? Can you read that and give me an MP3 of that, what you just read? Oh, yes, I can. Oh, okay.
See?
I, but I had to start this conversation and
Yeah.
ask, I had to take my random thoughts about rest and
Yeah,
read.
your random thought. See, this is the deal. We when we were making content, we had to have a complete thought. It had to be already framed and filled out. It couldn't be a fragment because I think I might have said before when I wake up, I have my phone. I was like, I have little fragments of things that I think about, and I was putting them in notes in my phone. And now I'm like, I don't have to do that. I go to chat and say, hey, I was thinking about this. Tell me what I can do with it, or what do you think? Or blah blah blah. And we're having a back and forth dialogue.
Oh, you have a sounding board. You know how
Yes,
you let me run this by you. Like if I wanted
let
to
me.
ask you something,
And it
I was
already knows my brand, so I don't have to explain. Well, I'm a this and I'm a that. It already knows. This is this fits in really nicely with your brand, and this is how you can frame it, and this is how you can do this. And do you want a webinar? And do you want a this? And a, do you want a that? I was like, sure. My answer now is yes, yes. Do you want a da da da? Yes. Do you want a da da da? Yes, because I primed it, so I'm not sitting there crafting these long prompts or like the person that is on, I think it's on Threads, they were like, oh, the people I'm thinking, they're you're losing your thinking. I was like, no, we're humans. We're always going to be thinking about creative stuff. And guess what, when you use this AI and you frame this and get it out of the way, it makes more space for you to have more ideas.
exactly because now all the ideas that I have had, all of my little writings and stuff, I can now formulate them, package them, and get them out instead of them sitting in this bucket I got
Yes.
over here.
Yes, because before we had fragments of thoughts and ideas, and I wonder how I get that to be a full-fledged whatever. Well, AI to the rescue. So now all my little fragments of this, that, and that, and the thoughts, I can have AI built. Well, you could do this, or you could do that, or you could go here. I mean, I'm thinking of writers and people that write books and stuff. They could just say, "Hey, let's talk about this idea that I had for the character to do X, Y, Z. Give me 5 things they would do next?" And they say, hey, this, and this. And so the writer goes, well, I like number 2. Let's go down that path. Because I didn't think of that before to do this with this character. See? It's not writing the writer has the experience. I talked about this before about the graphic designer and the set designer and the people that have all experience going, woe is me, AI is taking my job. No, use AI and get more things going. More things. That's what it really is about.
Hey, Dr. Tachi.
Hey, Dr. Tachi. Hello. So I mean, I called it the real challenge because that's the real challenge with AI is not the tool. We getting caught up in the tool. What's the latest tool? I'm like, I'm so over it because I'm just gonna use the tool that I have, the one that I've trained. And if I see something new like this Poppy AI, I said, ooh, that's fascinating. But instead of me buying another tool, which I do not want to do, I don't want to pay another subscription fee or this or that. I got my assistant. I went over there and I took some screenshots of the screen and I said, hey, do this. And it did it. It said, yeah. I said, ooh, I don't have to buy the Poppy. I mean, I want to look at it because it did some more things, but
because underneath the hood, they all do the same thing. And some have a different feature that's being
right.
featured, being featured.
Right. Right. And see,
And
this
insisted.
one, the person, because they were talking about Instagram, they took, well, I follow these 5 people on Instagram, she was like, take their, look at their posts, take their strategy, da 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 da. And then she said, well, I follow this. And then she threw in some websites and she threw in some of her writing and her stuff and mix it all together. I was like, well, I could do that. I can't do it the way that she's doing, drag and drop, but I can do it with what I have. And I did. So I was like, I'm good. Like, I'm good. I don't need another. Do I need another subscription?
No.
No,
And
like
then,
Brand says, it's already it's there.
yeah, I tried Claude
Mm-hmm.
over the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
I ran and to compare it with
Yes.
Charles. So I'm calling Claude Claudia, and then Charles is Charles because he's chat. So I ran the two to see, same query, same
Mm-hmm.
conversation. I like Charles better. For
Yes.
some reason, I didn't feel Claude. I was like,
this is my personal observation just from using Claude. If I wanted to do some creative writing, I would use Claude for
okay,
Ani's, story, and it's very flowery and flourishing, whereas
oh,
chat is like,
just give you the info.
yeah, chat is like, dragnet, give me the facts, da 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 da. You can
Okay.
ask it to do the creative stuff, but it's first of all gonna come off like that. So that's what I mean. And then people talk about Perplexity. I use Perplexity if I'm not going to use Google. I see it as that. I see it as the Google search. So, but some people are trying to do other things with Perplexity. I'm like, well, that's on them. Because here you go. Some people are writing code. Some people are making apps. Some people are doing marketing. Some people are writing. Some people are this, that, and the other. So
Tachi said, yes, Charles seems to be stronger for certain things.
it's more robust. It's more robust. And what I'm seeing online, a lot of people haven't. It's like when you get a cast iron frying pan. What do you have? You gotta see. It's gotta be cast iron has to be seasoned. You can use it out the box, but
it's not. The food is not going to be that good.
You gotta have that thing a while.
And
put some chicken in it.
And keep putting some butter and keep
make some cornbread in it.
And
something in it. Season it up.
And then you don't really wash it. You take the rag and wipe out. Yeah. See, some people don't know about it.
Clean it out, paper towel.
Some folks don't know about seasoning.
Yeah, they don't know. So that's why they go, well, they say use a cast iron pot. Well, what's the condition of your cast iron? Oh, it looks like it came out of the box because you want to keep it the way it came, and that's not how it works. That's why some people have their great grandmother's cast iron. It's something that and I even see there's some videos I found, like people say if they get one that's rusty or what, they clean it up because it's still good. They know how to take it off.
Yeah.
They restore it because it's worth something. See? Here you go. So some people are using it straight out the box, and that's okay. Again, like I said, there's no one way to do this. You have to find your way. So that's the real challenge. It's not the tool. Oh, here comes the shiny new AI tool. Oh, here comes Poppy. Here comes this, and there's more coming. There's more. There'll be something popping up tomorrow
because they allowed the infrastructure to be there, and you can create your own AI.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
and
you can.
I was like, oh, wait a minute. This is a whole underlying infrastructure, and people are building their own.
Yes. So let me get back to this. And let me repeat that. The real challenge isn't the AI tools, is whether your message matters to the person reading, watching, and listening. And it's because we're in a noisy content ecosystem where AI can generate 1 million pieces of content per minute. But what happens is the audience reward, they don't reward the fact that you're making it, they reward the fact that it connects and it resonates with them. It's the right messaging, see? So
Yeah.
you have to make your content. Does this feel like it was made for my audience? And here we go back with taking it back. You got to know everything about them. You got to keep up and on knowing everything about them today. Okay, you could say, well, I did my audience persona, or I did my whatever you want to call it 5 years ago. But you have to keep updating that thing. We're not 5 years ago. Wasn't that the pandemic? We're in a different spot. Have you noticed what's going on in the world? We're in a different spot. Different spot. And we talked about that in March was the consumer confidence index. You need to know that thing. I forgot to look at it since we talked about it. Consumer confidence. You might know everything about your audience, but if they're not in the mood to buy,
like the real estate industry is softened out. People are like, hold on.
they're still running the playbook from 2021 or what? I'm like,
no, you cannot do that right now. It might be a good deal for you if you're a buyer. You might be able to get some, and sellers need to be realistic right now.
Yes. See, and I'm glad that you're saying that, because as a real estate agent, or you're in that area, you go, what do I need to talk about? Well, there you go, right there. Timely, relevant information that your audience needs to know, and they resonate with it because they're panicking, or they're in a whatever. I need to sell my house now. Is this the best time to sell my house? Boom.
So
that's an evergreen topic.
So and then you use the tools to help your clients.
Yes.
So one of my clients and friend came and said, I got property in another state. What is the value? Because it's their land, and my family, we want to sell it, but we don't know what it's worth.
Right.
It just dawned on me the other day. Oh, let me ask Charles to go give me a marketing comp on that.
There you go.
Because I, in California, do not have access to the MLS.
But Charles does. But Perplexity does.
Charles went up in there and went and put that whole thing. Would you like your logo on this and your contact info on a PDF? I said, yes, I would. And I emailed that over to the client. I was like, oh, this is genius, right?
Isn't it? I kind of did the same thing the other day, where somebody was like, about their website. And I looked at it and I was like, well, I'm of the mind now, if it's functional, meaning, they come, they can click, they can buy, and you send it to them. I'm not really the aesthetic, the aesthetics of it and the colors. I was like, well, you really, if because it was in fashion, I was like, you really need an influencer to you want sales, right? Like the Melba thing, like the Melba video. Right. You need influencers on TikTok, because they weren't on TikTok. I said, well, you can get on TikTok, but to really give this thing some gas and make this car go, you better hook up with some influencers and do the thing that you need to do. So I went in real quick and I was like, okay, I dropped the website and I said da, 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 and I said something about influencer marketing, and it spit this whole thing out. I was like, okay, I'm done. Even though I'm like, I know it, but I'm like, okay, I can do that, and I can shoot this over to the person and say, well, you really, your website is functional. You can paint the, I need a fresh coat of paint. That's going to make people buy. Not today. You need an influencer. And especially if you're doing the type of things and you're selling the products, fashion, it was accessories and makeup. I said, you're going to need somebody on TikTok doing this thing 3, 4, 5 times a day. Get ready with me, da 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 da. Taking pictures, da da da. What you're going to have to do that. And I'm like, if you're of a certain age, which I know this person is, they're not going to want to do that. So get somebody young to do it.
Here's the thing, you can create an influencer.
That too.
And I mean, because it's your products and stuff, and you, because I took this workshop and I'm like, excuse me. Oh, wait a minute. You can have them wear, okay. Anyway, you can have them wear whatever you want them to wear.
Right.
put on the nail polish, the whole 9 yards. It's still your product.
Right.
The influencer, okay, do you know somebody who's going to want to hold up your product and what all of that? You may not have to do that.
Yeah, but I went through the tool of my choice, Jessica, and she
Mm-hmm.
spit all that out. So I was like, well, I didn't have to, like you're saying, rack your brain about another state, like real estate. You don't have to go, well, you would have to go, well, I got to research, I got to this, I got it. No, your researcher is
And
Charles.
and I have a friend who was in that state, and I did reach out and I asked her, "Hey, could you run me
Yes.
a CMA?" And then when it got back, it was a whole lot of detail and stuff, and it was fun. I was like, I just need to know what the value is,
Mm-hmm. Right.
approximate sales value.
Yeah.
And Charles put it in a nice little little 1 page.
There you go.
I was like,
And you shoot that off.
And I didn't have to travel out of state. I did not have to
see how the tool.
Mm.
See, we don't want to get caught up in the tool. We want to get caught up in this person needs this kind of information.
And they needed the information. I was able to provide it without the drama of going and looking up how many houses and I was like,
yeah,
oh,
the data is there. It's there. Isn't it wonderful? I love it. All right, so we're talking about making the content feel like it was made for the audience. So what you want to do is you want to say something they've been struggling to say themselves. Did you show them something they've been thinking about but couldn't name or articulate? Did your content feel like you get it better than any of the other people? Like you get it. You want your audience to feel like you get it. You're the person. You're the person. So you want to say, how do I say what my audience has been waiting to hear in a way that feels impossible to ignore? Because the only metric that matters in this case is whether they choose you out of, because no, everybody else using ChatGPT. I see it. I was like, oh, look at Chat. Hey, ChatGPT. Hey, I see it. I'm like, and nothing wrong with that, because that's what I said we were going to be in that spot where everybody was going to use it. Didn't I say that? I said we were going to, everybody's using it.
Right. And now we just need to teach you how to use it well.
Now you use it well, but you got to get the messaging. You got to be, just like Jessica said, you got to be the one that they choose out of everybody.
So you still have to have good cookies.
Mm-hmm.
And your stuff still has to resonate and connect. That always was the thing. What was it? The cookie that the people, I was going to try this cookie from New York, and it had to be baked and sent from Levine's Bakery.
Yeah, it was Levain Bakery, which they're good here because they always have a line when I go. I think there's one on 74th or something. Because my daughter the other day was like, "Oh, let's go," and because we got to go there. There's a line. And she's like, we could order it. And I'm like, I don't want to order it. The fun part was going, okay, we're going to walk around Upper West Side and get a cookie and walk around and see this, that kind of thing. Mm-hmm. But it's if you're not here and you're not visiting, it's kind of difficult to get the cookie.
Right. But people wanted the cookie, and Levain didn't do.
You can order. You can go to the website and order.
Yes,
it's not they freshly made here. So
right,
that's a different thing. That's a thing you want in a cookie.
It ain't crumble. Okay.
You want a freshly made cookie.
It's not crumble.
Right, especially for the cost of it. It's like, well, it's not an Oreo cookie. It's it's freshly made. So it's kind of like when I want something for me that's not New York. I think I wanted something. I was like, well, how do I get it? I think Gold Belly had it. I think
Gold Belly will deliver.
Yeah.
Things that are not.
It's like the thing that we want, and it's like, well, I don't have an In-N-Out burger. I can't get that. That's West Coast.
Well, they got one on East Coast in Carolinas. They
Oh,
coming.
okay.
Yeah,
All
they
right.
got
So
one on
they're
East
sneaking
Coast.
over. See?
Yeah.
See, there you go.
And you got to,
See?
okay, you got to get the animal fries when it reaches y'all.
Okay, the animal fries. All right, got
Yeah.
it. So, cause I hear about this in and out. I'm like, I want that, but they're not here. So there's a lot of things locally where, you want these things, and it's like, do you want the cookie when it gets to you? You're not in New York or the surrounding area where you get it in a day. It's gonna take a day or two. Then you got the day old cookie, 2 day old cookie. It's like,
It
what's
ain't
the
the
big
same.
deal? You go, what's the big deal? That's what you're gonna do, because your cookie is 2 days old. My cookie was made today. That's the difference. And it's not like a preservative put in. When you buy stuff off the shelf in the grocery store, they put preservatives have to go in there because it's sitting on the shelf. It's called shelf stable. So that affects the taste. But that's what it is. It's like, what's the big deal? Unless you come here and you're like, well, I'm in New York. Let me go to the on, I think it's 74th, and there's another one. There's like 2 or 3. I think it might be 3. So, and you go be a part of that. See?
It's the experience.
Yes. Yes.
That's it. It's the
It's the
experience.
experience, and not just the cookie. Because I heard of another cookie somewhere else, Houston or somewhere. I'm trying to remember. I don't remember where, but they were talking about the cookies. I was like, well, I'm gonna have to go to Houston or wherever it is and get that cookie, because I'm not gonna order it, because when it gets to me, it's not gonna be the cookie that everybody's raving about. But the crumble, I don't need that.
Mm-mm.
Even though they're still going on and on TikTok about it, I'm like, I like my cookie to taste good. I don't like a whatever they got where people like, this doesn't taste good. Okay. All right. So just a couple more things you want to ask yourself before posting. Is this clear to someone who doesn't know me? Is there an emotional shift the reader or the person experiencing my content will experience? Can they immediately use what I'm saying? And would I pause for this if I were in their shoes? See, that's a really good one, because remember, they're on the app. They got that thumb. They're scrolling. You got to stop them. It's got to be something to stop them. If not, and see, you've made it. Oh, but I used AI. Doesn't matter. I don't care if you handmade your cookies, or they came out of what is the dough, the Pillsbury dough in the refrigerated case. Doesn't matter. I don't want them. I don't care how you delivered it to me. I don't want them, because you missed the message part of it, where what I want. I don't want these cookies. But you're trying to give them to me because you made them with AI. Made with AI. So what?
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
I don't care. See, so when you have if you have a note to all that, you need to refine the message. Not, well, let me use another AI. It's not the AI tool. Not the AI tool. And here's the final thought that Jessica wrote down for me. In the AI era, information is cheap, but connection is rare. And you want
Mm.
connection. And I said that we were going to make content. Content was just going to be flying everywhere, because everybody making good content. Oh, my content is good. My cookies are good. No, my cookies are good. No, my cookies are good, because AI is making the cookies.
But AI is not making the cookies. It's making
AI
whatever.
ain't matching the message with the people. See?
And the thing is, and because people will want to blame it on AI, but
Yes.
AI does not work without you.
Yes.
Without you, you are the common denominator.
So remember, content, you want to make content that's so relevant, resonant, and useful that the origin doesn't matter, only the outcome does. And as business owners, the outcome is that content needs to do the job of getting me the client, getting me the customer, connecting me, and guess what? Saying, hey, traffic, being a traffic cop, hey, come on over here to my link where you can buy whatever I was talking about. You can get whatever I was talking about. That's what I want. I don't want them to oh, look at the content. Oh, and they're like, okay. And they keep scrolling by. No, I want them to stop. I want them to click and I want them to go over there where I've got this. I'm sitting there with my lemonade stand ready to sell you some lemonade. Oh, you want some lemonade? I got you. Got your cool lemonade right here for the right price. And they buy. Thank you very much. Coming in. See? That's what you want. That's what you want to do. And I have, hold on, let me see. Did I have? Yeah, so Jessica made this framework called 3R filter. Relevant, resonant, results driven. So you want your content to be relevant. Does it address a real present moment, need, or desire? Number 2, resonant. Does it feel personal, familiar, and emotionally aligned? You want to speak the language that they understand. You want to use the words that they use. You don't want to use the jargon of your industry. A lot of people do that. They use the jargon thinking that the client or the customer knows. No, talk to them in real words. Talk to them in their own language. You want to make them feel like, wow, this content, how did you know? This is what I need. This is reaching me. And number 3, results driven. Does it create a visible, valuable outcome? You want to give them, you want to leave them in a place they were better than before, because your product is supposed to be transformational. You're supposed to be helping people, right? You're supposed to be giving people solutions. I have a problem. You got the solution. You want to show how your business is going to solve that for them. See, we're not in that world of influencers and entertainment and dance, and all the dance and oh. How is that helping the people that need? I got a problem. I need a solution. I don't care about you dancing and pointing at the screen and where's my help? Are you helping me? I need that. So that's what you want to do. So it says on the bottom line, if your content hits all of these 3Rs, people will stop scrolling, start trusting, and keep coming back no matter how you made the content. See, it doesn't matter about how you made it. Those 3Rs, you want them to come back.
Can you go over the 3Rs again, please?
Yes. So the 3Rs, 3R filter. Relevant. Does it address a real present moment, need, or desire? That means speaking directly to someone in your audience. What you're talking to them, and you're in the moment of how they're thinking, feeling, or experiencing whatever that it is right now. And I was saying earlier about people having their audience persona. I wrote it up 5 years ago. Well, they're in a different spot now. All of those things that you wrote up, like their income level or their education or their kids or whatever, where they live, it might change now because, like Fran is saying now, people are moving and things are going in real estate. They might be in a different part of the world, the country. That means things are different for them. So you need to talk to them how they're thinking and feeling, experiencing things right now. Okay, so that was 1, relevant. 2, resonant. Does it feel personal, familiar, emotionally aligned? That means, are you speaking their language? You speaking their language of how they say things, how they want to hear things. What are the words they're using? Easy to find out. Go online. Go online. Search for your industry, your people, your business, your topic, your key. I don't care what you do. Search. See the posts. What are they saying? How are they talking to each other? What are they asking? You can do that on Threads. You can do that on Facebook. You do that on Instagram. You can even do it on Amazon. Because Amazon got books on everything. And when you go and look at the books, there's people in the comments saying, well, I like this book, but it didn't answer this question that I had. And they put what it is. And you go, oh, hey, you got that question? Let me answer this question. Boom, there you go. Okay. And number 3, results driven. Visible, does it create a visible, valuable outcome? That means it's doing something. And the outcome for us as business owners is they go to the link, they go to where you want, your house, which is your website, your stand store, your what, I don't care what it is, the place you're selling, the place that's set up where they can click and put their credit card in and buy. sale. That's what we're concerned with. That's what we're concerned with. So you got to do those things. I mean, okay, everybody, like I said, everybody's dancing and doing the trends and the this and the that. And I'm like, well, did they go? We talked about the silent lurkers. You're like, where the sales come from? Nobody's touching my content. Well, that means that you hit the nail on the head so much they didn't need to speak to you. They just went and bought. I'm like, I love that.
Right. Because that's like the salesperson who presented the offer so well that the client wanted to buy, and you don't want to be that salesperson who keep talking. Shut
Yeah,
up.
you talking yourself out of itself. Here's another thing. What with Mercedes? What happens when people want a Mercedes? They've done the research. They looked at the car. They know this. They know that. When they go to the dealership, what do? Most of them, there might be some people that, well, let me look around. No, Mercedes, they already know the
You know,
reputation of the manufacturer and what I want, and I'm ready to buy.
you already knew when you stepped on that lot, you knew what you wanted.
And I got the money. I'm ready. I don't have any money. I'm not going to Mercedes without the money. I know I want this car. I want it. So I've done the work, and Mercedes has been there the whole time. You can go on the website and you look at the colors and and click and custom. All of those things are done because Mercedes know they built a brand that people want. So when they come to the dealership, they don't say put me in a car, but a good salesman is like, well, they're ready to get in a car. I'm going to get them in a car because they're here. They walk through the front door, like Fran said. They walked in the door.
And you would be asking them which car was the one that you were interested in.
What color? This is how you do it. You don't go, well, may I help you? You know what? The salesman knows why they're there. Versus a used car lot, they know why the customer is there. They want the lowest. Hey, I need a reliable car. I don't want to spend a lot of money. So that's what I'm saying. The car salesman, they all know, depending on what brand it is. It's a Ferrari. They already know. A Rolls Royce. The customer's not coming in. They're sending their assistant or whoever they're calling on the phone. I need that custom made Bentley. Blah blah blah. See, that's how it works.
You don't call Bentley or Mercedes unless you already know what you want.
You tell your assistant, hey, do they have that 2026 in yet? And the assistant, Bentley already knows how you like your car. If you're calling, I don't even need to go into the showroom. I don't even need to talk to the salesman. I just want it. See, that's how it goes. That's what you want to think about. Your content needs to be setting that process up, because you don't want to just make the content that point and dance and trends and this and roller skating and all the crazy stuff that I see and making jokes. And what does that do? Because you've seen somebody else do it, because you think that's the trend, because other people are doing it, but they're not business owners. See, that's why I gave you the example of Melba's. She does content. She's in some of the content. Some of it is happy customers. It's the Sunday closing the street and people are dancing. Come on down. The whole idea come down to Melba's. You see this stuff? We're having fun. Come to Melba's. Then the one in the Grand Central Station terminal is about quickness. Well, Melba's is a sit-down restaurant. Well, I don't have time for that. Is it a sit-down restaurant? No, it's the influencer. He showed the whole little thing and the chicken sandwich and this, and he said it was so good. I'm coming real quick. See, you got to think about location of the two Melbas, and she's down now. She's at Grand Central Station. People want quick. Uptown in Harlem, we're sitting at the table. Everything's good. We ate some food. Now she's playing some music to get us out in the street and dance it off and have some fun. See? That's how it works. Okay, so that's what I, wanted to bring to you about the challenge of AI, of using the AI, relying on AI. And like I said earlier in the beginning, that people having these conversations about, what AI did you use? It's not about that. It's about the messaging. And let me read that again because I even forgot myself. Let me read that again that we said at the top was, come on. Okay, here we go. The real challenge in the AI tools is whether your message matters to the person reading, watching, or listening.
Mhm.
That's your job. That's your challenge. Did you get your point across in the right way to where it solved their need or provided what they needed and they went to the place you told them to go to get the thing, to get the answer? And then you have it set up really nice and easy for them to hand over their credit card and click that buy button, and your bank account is going, ooh, another sale. If you set it up right, you get these little alerts and your phone start pinging. What's going on? That's what you want, or that's what I want. I don't know about everybody else. What I want, I don't know. Is that what everybody else wants? You want to make content and the cool AI tool. Yes, it's cool. Yes, but now we get down to the point of the messaging, saying the right thing for the to the right person in the right place at the right time. Boom, and that's it. That's what I have for you.
Okay. All right. So we have a new terminology that we just came up with, and we're going to remind you about it. Learn, let's learn, and let's do.
Yeah, that's what we
Let's,
said at the top. Let's learn and let's do.
right. Because I took down some notes for me that I can share with my clients. Does your message, does our message matter to our people? This is self-checking right now. And then, does our content connect?
Yes.
And then I got to apply the 3 R's.
Yes.
Am I relevant? Do I resonate? Speak their language? And am I result driven?
Yes.
I'm like, okay, so those are some things that you can start on your journey from this message, and take something away. Go back over this because it'll be up
Yes.
on our YouTube channel. Go back over it.
Yes. Yes.
And
Go back over it and go to terryjohnsononline.com/info. I'm gonna have it up. I'm gonna have up the 3 R's. I'll put a little PDF together. So
yeah, let
it'll
me
be there.
pull.
So check that.
Yep. And let me show you
Gotta
that.
do. We
Yep.
learned. Now we're gonna do. And you need a little handy little one sheet thing to help you do the 3 R's. We're gonna do that.
Yep. And this is good. This is really good conversation today. And it's really good reminders. We need to put these things into play.
Yes.
You hear a lot of things all over, like TJ said, there's content flying at you, but you need to be able to get into some place where where it's slowed down a bit so that you can, okay, what does that mean? Well, you can come here every Tuesday and find out what that means.
It's a lot of stuff going. It's a lot of AI flying around, a lot of terms you don't understand. You don't have to absorb all of that. Just know that you can go to try one out, pick your choice and see how you like it, how it talks to you. Fran was just talking about Claude. And there's others. See how it talks. Oh, I don't like the way it talks to me, or I don't like the results. Then go over to Gemini or go over to ChatGPT or go try one and see how you like it. Once you find one that you like, use it. But
yes,
you don't have to do what everybody else is doing because that's the one that everybody's talking about. There are others, but we don't want to get caught up in the tool itself. We want to use it, make that content. We want to make sure we did what we said today because you got to get that connection going. That's the most important thing, the outcome. Not the
so we got to use AI to get to make our mess to help. When we just using the tool, our message needs to matter. Our content needs to connect. and we need to be relevant, resonant, and result driven. The
Right.
tool will help us get that out.
Right.
But
Because you want the
we have to,
connection. This is
yeah,
this, you want to think, how do people buy? They don't buy because you're using AI tool. They buy because of the connection. Fran was bringing up word of mouth. That has nothing to do with AI, but hey, it's all about the connection.
yep, it is.
There you go.
So reach out to Terry Johnson online. She's everywhere. You can find her Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn,
Favorite place.
Threads.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to get connected with Bizchicks, you can do that too. I got to spin the dial up here. You can go to bizchicks.net, or you can join the Bizchicks by texting biz to 33777. And let me go down here and spin the dial down here. Here we go. You can go to bizchicks.net. We got some workshops coming up. We got one coming up this Saturday on 5. Let me see if I can share my screen. TJ, is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Oh, share. I almost stopped the video. Okay. That was not going to be good.
No.
We're going to talk about 5 ways that AI can save you 10 plus hours in your week. And then TJ, if you, well, I don't know if you're available, but we need to talk about this whole does your message matter stuff.
Yes.
Because us saving you time with the AI is not going to help if your message is not together.
Exactly. Yeah.
And so we will put the link.
Yeah.
Yes, we will put the link in the chat for you. Let me see if this is going to fly like I want. Yes, it does.
Hey.
So we invite you to join us. It is a free workshop.
Free.
It's a free workshop, so there's no excuse.
None.
No excuse for you not to come get some tips. And TJ, we're going to integrate this little nugget right here. AI will not help you if you got raggedy cookies.
The cookies gotta taste good. I don't care. You. Oh, I use the robot to make them. So,
anyhow, thank you for tuning in today. We want to make sure that we are here helping you take the hassle out of your hustle so you can build a profitable business that's fun to run. Connect with TJ. Seriously, you got a coach. You got a couple of coaches that'll help you get you where you need to be. And Terry Johnson online everywhere. Okay. Well, we're going to let our little Brittany take us on out of here.
Yeah. Thanks everybody for watching. Thank you.
Yes. And like Terralina says, go to the front of your own line. We'll see you next Tuesday and Friday.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So if you missed last Friday, you need to watch Tech Life Weekly from last week. TJ did
we did a little surprise pop up. Yeah, I wasn't expecting.
Oh my gosh! I go back, watch Friday's episode. It's on YouTube.
Yeah, watch it.
Yeah, it was really done. Bye-bye.
Thank you for tuning in today. We trust you've learned something to help you build a more profitable business and take the hassle out of your hustle. See you next time.